Hi guys, what is up? So today I'm going to be, because I've got a friend round coming in an hour I think. My friend's coming here for a sleepover. I'm going to do a bit of makeup and I'm going to show you just what I would do like on a normal basis. So we're going to get straight into it. First things first, I'm going to take off my hat because it's a lot of money. My hair's probably going to be really bad. And I'm going to put on my little ears. Oh, there's a hair on it. Ugh. I use these all the time just to keep my hair on my face so my hair doesn't have like makeup in it for when anyone comes. My mirror is so dirty. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it. There you are. It's really dirty, so I'm just going to clean that. So for first things first, so what I would probably do is start by moisturising my face. But it's what I've found with doing that. It's not very good. Not very good at all. So I'm just going to grab a wipe a minute. One of my makeup wipes. If anyone doesn't know my TikTok is just Coramantin. Comment on one of my videos saying from YouTube and I'll accept you. I'm just going to wipe down my mirror quickly and then I'm going to wipe it off so I can use it. Just because it needs to clean, it's got makeup all over it. So, and then I'm just going to use this just to dry it off a bit. Because I washed it last night. Now I left it and it just went that like really funny colour. So I'm just drying it off so then I can see myself. Like that. And then I've got a spare makeup wipe. If I need it, put these back in here. So first, I'm not going to moisturise because that doesn't really work. I've got my choker on. So I'm going to prime first. I'm using this L'Oreal Paris primer. This isn't the best lighting. I might need to turn my light on. But the nozzle on this is so weird. Look. Ooh, if it's going to come out. It's coming. Right, I'm just going to take a bit on my finger. Just like a blob of it. Just like that. Everyone says it's weird because it's clear. And then I'm just going to take these 3 fingers and I'm just going to mix it in my fingers and then I'm just going to rub it in all over my face. I used to not put it on my nose because it used to make my foundation like come off of my nose. But I've got a different primer and it's a lot better so I can actually put it on my nose. So I'm trying to be quick. I'm not going to do like a full look. I'm just going to do a bit of foundation. Not wearing much at all. Just going to put a bit on. So I'm going to use my foundation. Let me put it on my fingers then. Get out my beauty blender and just put it on here. People say you should put it on your hand, but I prefer to put it on my beauty blender. Then put it on my hand. I just feel like it's better. So put it on there. If you're wondering what this is, it's just my mirror because I'm going to look into it. Because my other mirror's over there, next to those posters. And I would have to move everything that I've got on my desk. So I'm just dealing with it. Just taking a bit of foundation and just dabbing it like all over my face, like this. And then I'm going to start blending. I haven't had very many questions for the Q&A because I might be going live soon, so that'll be good. Yeah, so now I'm just blending out my foundation. The thing is though, when I always put this foundation on, I always blend one side completely. I'll show you. I'll blend one side completely and then the other side I'll leave because then I want to see the difference between my foundation colour and then my actual skin colour. Because this is like really, really light. It's the lightest shade they have in Primark, which I have the Primark foundation. It's the lightest shade they have, so it's like really light. And I used to be this colour. Like, look at the difference in my lip. Like, I used to be this colour. And I've kind of got a tan, but none of the shops are open. So it's not like I can go and get no foundation. This one I'm running out of as well. Did I show you what I'm using? I'm using this. So I'm just blending out my whole face now. Blending up my head. What I'm trying to do is, because I've not got much foundation left, is like take as little as I can and then blend it as much as I can. Like, I usually need some more for my neck, but otherwise I just try and take as little as I can and then just blend it like right out. I might need a little bit more because I've missed a couple. I did have quite a little when I did this look. Raindrops keep falling on my hand. Might be listening to some music in this as well, so yeah, be good. I'm just gonna start blending this little bit out I've got on my face. I might be looking into here if I want to use my mirror for something closer. People say also that you shouldn't do your eyes, but I always do because I'm obviously putting product on my eyes. Like, I never use primer, never on my eyes, ever. Like, I've never used primer on my eyes whatsoever. Like, I don't know what it is, I just don't like it. So I'm just going to take like a tiny bit more, just like a drop more foundation, just to do this part of my neck. I'm just going to pull down my choker. I can't talk when I do this because it kind of hurts, so I'll just talk again when I'm done. I always swipe on my neck. And I'm just doing like my jawline to make sure that I get that. Just like that. And then we're done. Now I'm going to do a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I'm not trying to do like a full face. I'm probably just going to do a bit of concealer, eyeshadow, a bit of highlight, bit of lipstick, not too much. I'm using the Natural Collection in shade medium concealer. People always say you should have a darker foundation and then a lighter concealer, but I have a lighter foundation and a darker concealer. I just prefer it that way to when people like have it lighter. I also find with this, if I leave it too long and don't blend it, it like sets. So then it like, I can't blend it, it just stays in that place and it won't move around, which is really annoying because then I have to take it off and then do more. So I just try and do one side, blend it out and then do the other side, just to be sure that it doesn't set onto my skin. You know what I mean? So I'm just blending. I'm just going to turn my light on a minute. Okay, that's a bit better. So I'm just blending out my concealer now. I might actually be able to see. Okay. Isn't the boy you love and hate? So I'm just going to do my other side. Under my eye. 3 little swatches. Put the lid back on. And blend. It takes so long to like fully blend out this. It's really annoying because I try and blend it quick, but it takes so long to blend out. Put like a bit on the tip of my nose and just blend it right up my cheek. I don't blend the whole of my cheek, I usually just blend the underneath of my eye. Okay, right. Now we're going to move on to setting powder. I'm using the Collection Brand and Ready Illuminate Setting Powder. This comes with a pad, this pad, but I prefer to use my brush. So just grab a little on the side of the brush and just put it under my eyes. I'm not trying to get it in my eye. And then just like brush it off. People say you can use baby powder, but like baby powder, and I was watching someone's live on TikTok and they were doing their makeup and they were using baby powder, and someone said that baby powder is bad for your skin. But then I said that how is it bad for your skin? Because if people put it on baby skin, then how is it bad for your skin? Like baby skin would be really bad. But like I'm just like putting this along my jawline on both sides under my eyes just to set all of my foundation and my concealer so it's not wet for when I apply everything else. Put a bit on my nose, on my head, and basically just everywhere on my face. Just brush it around just to be sure that everything's set. Okay, now I'm going to do bronzer. I always find with bronzer, I used to use one that is like really dark for my skin. And I used to put like one side would be really good and then the other side would be really dark. So then I moved to this palette, which is a mixed palette. I only use this bronzer out of it. I don't really use anything else because I've got everything else in better like shades and nicer colours. So I just take a bit on my brush like this and then I just go tap a bit off and just blow it and then just go up there. I just dab it and then do the same with the other side. Grab a bit, tap it, and then just go from here just up my cheek line. See, that doesn't look very good, does it? But now I just dab it up, keep dabbing, and then I take a different brush. 2 seconds, let me just sort this out a minute. I tapped it off into all my brushes and now there's palette all over everywhere. Okay, now I take a different brush and I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to brush it like I did with other products. Just brush it off just to make it look a bit blended out. And then, because this is always too dark, because everyone knows I have really like light skin, I have a really light foundation as well. If it's too dark, I just take my beauty blender with nothing on it and just go over where I put the bronzer, just to make it like a bit lighter of what's left on my beauty blender from my foundation and concealer. And then again, just brush it. Just like that, so then it can't, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but I just brushed it out completely. And sometimes do it in like circle motions, or sometimes just go like that. So then I would just go like that and then blush it again. Right, now I'm going to do some blush. I'm going to use this brush again. I'm using Collection again, gorgeous glow blush palette. It's the same brand as my setting powder. It's also Collection. So I just mix all the shades. I usually just go like this along the top, because those ones are my fave. And just get my brush looking sparkly, just like that. And then I just dab it, like I did with my bronzer. Just dab it under my eyes and across my cheek. And same with the other side. Just dab it under my eyes and across my cheek. So where I would usually put highlighter, I'd start here and just brush it upwards like that. And then same again, I'm just going to brush it off. Or just brush it in, just like this. I just was scrolling through my videos the other day, and all I've done on this account is just makeup videos, like makeup. So I've never gone live, so I might go live soon. I don't know when. I won't do it tonight because I'm having my friend come round. So I've just brushed that out now, and now I'm going to move on to my eyes. I don't know if you've seen me do this look before, but I just take this flat brush, flatten it out a bit more. And then I take this palette, which has all different colours in it, and I use this colour, like an orangey colour, on my actual lid. Then I take the yellow and do it in my crease. Then I take this palette and put the gold with this brush in the corner of my eye. And then once I've put my orange and yellow on, I'll kind of mix it together with my finger and then put a tiny bit of highlight at the top just to make it a bit glittery. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to do another orange on my... I've nearly run out of this because I used to just do it all the time. Like, I always wear this kind of makeup look. So I just grab the orange on my brush and then I just close my eye, go into my mirror and just brush it onto just my lid, not my crease, not my corner, just my lid. Just brush it completely out like that. And then I'm going to do this, grab a bit more if I need it, I do on this hand. And just do the exact same with the other eye, just on my lid, not my crease, not my corner, just my lid. And just kind of smooth at the top. And it sometimes goes like a bit down. So, and then I grab this makeup wipe, so you can see it's kind of gone down here. So then I just take that off, that bit. And then I take this brush, close my eye and just brush a bit more powder there. Okay, so now I'm going to tap off my brush and my pen. And then I'm going to take the yellow colour of my palette, just on my brush, just like that, and just put it in my crease. So I like to dab, people like to swipe, I'm going to dab just in my crease of my eye. Just like that. And it's kind of like a fiery look. So now I'm just going to grab a bit more of the colour and dab it into this crease of this eye. And then you've got this kind of colour. Now I'm going to tap off my brush a bit to make it kind of clean. And then with my finger, I'm just going to rub them two colours together. And then I've already got stuff on my finger, so just wipe that off and then just brush it one more time with a different finger. And then, like I said, I'm going to take my little brush, grab the gold from my Eyes Under Covered palette, and just put that into the crease of my eye, the corner of my eye, just around where the sleep goes, just to make it look a bit more shimmery. And then, like I did with my other thing, I did my eyeshadow, it's kind of gone down a bit. So I'm just going to wipe that off that's underneath my eye and what shouldn't be there. Just like that. And then, like I said, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go under my eye. Because we don't want it to be a different colour, girl. No, 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 no. So just go under my eye with my eyes closed. Just brush that. Now, moving on to highlighter. I'm using this, again, mixed palette. I'm using the four, which are highlighters. You can see I love this highlighter. I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to take the white highlighter this time, not the pinky coned one. I either would do these two white shades more, because I would put those on my eyes as well. So I'm just grabbing it on my brush and I'm just going to dab it where highlighter goes and just brush it out a bit. And then you have the best highlighter in the world. I always hate doing this side. I just don't know why I hate doing this side. I'm just going to grab a bit more on my brush for this side because I don't put enough on. And just brush it through my eye where highlighter goes, and then I just grab a bit on the tip of my brush and just go boop boop, and then it's on my nose. I go a bit there, just blend that out, and then do these bits back here one more time. And then just look. Like that. And then in the light I look. And it's good. Okay, now I'm going to take that same colour again on my finger. In the highlight, like that. I'm just going to put it on top of what I've done on my eyes, just to make it a bit shimmery, you know? And take that off my finger. And then I'm going to do my lashes. So I'm going to put a bit of mascara on. This mascara that I got in the palette. Sorry if you can see that, that's my makeup bag. Just take some mascara. Just put it on like this. I never put it on my bottom lashes, I just don't like it. Do this eye. And then I'm just going to let that dry. And whilst that's drying, I'm going to do my lipstick. So I'm going to take this colour. Just going to put it in the middle and then see how it looks. Looks good. Then I take it off. This is probably really weird, but I take it off. And then because there's already foundation on, I just take off the foundation that's on my lips. Just like that. I don't want it all off, you just want it a bit off. And then just dry them off and then just put on lipstick of choice. I hate doing this because it looks really bad. Then put the lid back on. Then just, like I said, clean it up a bit. Just cleaning it up with the wipe. Just around my lip. Okay, and then, so grab this, I'm just going to go around my lips because I also used the wipe. So it's taken stuff off. So I'm just going to brush it back on. And then, once I've done that, my two last steps, I'm going to take this darker lip liner and I'm just going to do it in the corner of my lips going downwards. Because then it's kind of darker. So I just did it, just going downwards in the corners. You can't really see it because of the light, but I've done that now. Now my eyelashes are done. I'm going to take this little link set that I've got. And I'm just going to take this, which already has mascara on it, considering why it's black, and just brush them out because they usually stick together with the mascara on, so I'm just going to brush them out so they're not stuck together, just like that. And now I think we're done. So this is the finished look. Let me just move my eyebrows. So this is the finished look with the eyeshadow. And yeah, done. So now I'm going to put my headphone and I'm going to be here any minute. So bye.